We change parts and have to redesign and recut, and we can do it so much faster than we ever have before. The industry is primarily started out as a emissions consultant company. We have done over the years a lot of rates product and a lot of emissions compliance product, ranging into helping out OEMs to small manufacturers, including supercharger companies and whatnot, to help them achieve emission status with CARB to get their parts to market. We like to make exotic parts. This is a supercharger pulley, and it in itself isn't exotic, but we're choosing to manufacture them out of different materials, like stainless, a 17.4 stainless, which is a real high quality, very strong material. And in most cases, especially with our grade, it's stronger than most steels that are available. And we also manufacture our parts out of titanium. So we're providing high-end aerospace grade parts for automobiles. Here we have a 3-axis lathe, and we have a 3-axis mill. We have a wide range of manufacturing capabilities here for rapid prototyping. We have a production 3D printer from Stratasys. We have a A2LA certified 5-axis live touch CMM that we use to quality check all of our machine parts. And we also have a couple different lasers that we use to engrave our parts and to put product logos on, and to manufacture a couple of our other components. When we first got into machining, and obviously CNC was our first choice, manual wasn't really going to cut it for the type of parts we're going. We wanted to integrate into some of the current technologies that are kind of the front runner right now in the industry, and now a lot of that's operating inside of a solid package like SolidWorks. There's a couple different ones that are available. We chose SolidWorks. It's what a lot of our vendors use. It's what we're comfortable with, and so in that we were trying to find a CAM software that would allow us to operate inside of SolidWorks seamlessly and have all the potential of any standalone CAM software. And we found that to be kind of challenging. We did go through 3 different CAM manufacturers, and even though all the softwares were highly complicated, they had a lot of potential. However, what really made the difference for us was being able to take that code and run it on a machine, and that's where SolidCAM came in. We were struggling with post-processing on our 3-axis lathe, for example. We were trying to accomplish basically helical tapping, using the X, Y, and the Z on our 3-axis lathe simultaneously. And when we were doing that, some of the other the CAM softwares were having a really hard time doing that. We were running into a lot of post issues, and we were spending weeks upon weeks of trying to figure out why the machine wasn't liking the certain arrangement of G code. And going into that, we figured that we needed a better solution. We needed to be able to design our parts and make our parts with less headaches. And so when we started looking for what would be our 4th CAM software, we decided to not rush into it. We really took our time. We researched all of our capabilities, as high end as you could get, and what made us settle on SolidCAM was their ability to demonstrate, and not only demonstrate in a live tutorial, because every CAM software that we had up to this point was able to do that. They would show us all kinds of great features and functionality of their software, and it really excited us. But the proof is I want to see that done with my part. I want to see my part operate inside the software. And SolidCAM did that. We use the iMachining. One thing that the iMachining that SolidCAM that we found has over the other high, the high speed machining, plugins that a lot of the other CAM softwares offer, is that it's more logical. The way that the iMachining figures out the toolpath right out of the gate, you select your surfaces, you tell it what you want it to cut, it figures out how to machine that so efficiently that there's little to no modification needed on our end to try to control the toolpath. It just does it. We couldn't be happier. Every time that we've had a need to contact SolidCAM, they have been readily available. We have access, to so many of their staff there. We have never had a situation where we are left high and dry. All of our concerns, though they've been few, were addressed within hours in post updates. For simple things that we wanted requests for, that were preferences to ours, certainly not a hindrance on the machine's capability, but just preferences that we wanted were made in a timely fashion. And one of the other things that I don't think a lot of people also take advantage of with the CAM softwares is their ability to check and verify the surface cuts. And that was something that was a key requirement for us moving to SolidCAM, was that we could verify and simulate our cuts to see what our rest material was, or leftover material referencing the stock model inside of SolidWorks. And we can run a toolpath, run it through the Solid Verify, and we would know very quickly if that was a toolpath we were going to be happy with based off of the material left behind by the tool. And again, it's rarely a concern. We've gotten so comfortable with running the SolidCAM that we still check the parts, but we rarely ever have to go back and make any modifications. And just that in the workflow inside of SolidCAM, and being able to create toolpathing and create it, verify it, is literally what is the bread and butter for us, especially being more R&D focused in lower production. We change parts and have to redesign and recut, and we can do it so much faster than we ever have before.